to start Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Texas A&M's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need him.
He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll line up for a second down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Texas A&M going quickly. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Wegman. A little screen to the running back. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Line gets set, 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Running it to the right. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, man.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Mississippi State going up tempo. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense lining up quickly. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He makes the connection. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They'll send out the kicker here. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
They're going back to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. Discards a man. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are?
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 2nd down coming up. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. And the returner will be brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Owens. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Gets rid of it. Got it on the outside. It's Calhoun. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the Bulldogs in the hurry-up. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year. You've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll leave it with him. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
Number 83 in punt formation to kick it away.
Running it back, it's Moss. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that, too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Wegman. He's moving out of the pocket. He fires it out to the right. It's caught downfield. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that lead grows even bigger. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Mosley. Open space at the 25. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Caught on the outside, it's Coleman. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. from the gun. He'll try to throw. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut it to the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. He'll start this drive firing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Wegman. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The throw. He caught it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Incomplete, the defense holds.
And sometimes the best defense is a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Free yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They move the tight end all over. Off-play action on first down. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my match.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out, because we're going to get a lot of score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by 4 over Michigan. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give headed toward right tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Unleashes one. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And he's dragged down. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
He'll do it himself. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
This is an offense that has a chance to be one of the better rushing attacks in the country at the end of the year because of the athleticism of this quarterback. You're going to see this guy do damage with his legs this year.
Makes the catch. It's Coleman. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And now on second down for this offense. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. They'll toss it to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Looking to scramble. He'll let one go down the right side. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Mississippi State going up tempo. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Offense in the hurry-up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
He'll keep it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. They want to get this defense on its heels.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need one more on 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They've got the screen set up, and this one will be stopped for no gain. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
It didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Mississippi State right back to the line. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Sweet feet on the move. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make... Everyone's on the same page for this big down. And here comes the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt.
David. And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul, against the pick six to break the tie?
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No. They get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Fires to the big fella. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. He wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Fires downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And those in-breaking routes for the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
Yeah, you can definitely catch a break there with that ball bouncing out of bounds. 3rd down, trying to make a play, trying to get the first down, but Palmer, ball security is job security.
Especially against this defense, David, because we know they take pride in creating turnovers, and they practice this throughout the week. They're running the football, getting hats on it. You see guys constantly swatting away. This offense very lucky that was not a turnover.
Extending the play. Fires on the move. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. First down here for the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Lee. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Sometimes it's just not your day.